so we don't have an extra screen as well. So.
This inclusive fintech company is on a mission to close the gender finance gap, hindering the economic empowerment of women in agriculture. In an effort to rewrite the narrative, they are empowering smallholder women farmers and traders with access to savings, investments, and credit, thereby breaking down barriers that have constrained the potential of these women.
We provide women access to savings and investments as well as credit. So what we do is we have two types of customers. We have the supply side and we have the demand side. So the supply side are users that would use our mobile app to save, invest. And the investing is more or less impact investment. And this impact investment goes to underserved women in rural areas, which are notably smallholder female farmers, as well as women leading micro enterprises. The women that use our mobile applications actually invest in women in rural areas by putting in their funds. So these women can use this money to farm as well as run their businesses, micro enterprises.
Nigeria envisions becoming Africa's breadbasket, but faces a 20 to 30% gender gap in financial inclusion, especially in agriculture, and that's according to the World Bank Group. Despite their vital contributions, women farmers produce 30% less per hectare than their male counterparts, mainly due to limited access to land, seeds, fertilizers, and mechanization.
I realized that there was a challenge, and the big challenge was that a lot of women were not consuming financial services, even across board, even at banking, which is meant to be like the basics of financial services. And of course, this was due to many reasons that, I cannot exactly sweat here, but they are largely due to our societal constructs, the patriarchy itself, and a lot of women feeling like finance is a man thing and they can afford to sit back and not consume it. Because when you look at trade, when you look at the market, the farms, women constitute more, they contribute a lot of activities, in making money. But between making money, saving it, and then ultimately investing it, something breaks for women due to financial education, due to lack of access to easier tools that is custom to their daily living, because a lot of women, if you look at it, are actually time poor, right? So there are just so many factors, as I've said, that are varied, and we decided to start HerVest that would build the face of financial services that does not leave any woman behind, regardless of their income, economic background, creed, or age.
Through a blended finance model, HerVest is revolutionizing agriculture financing, providing vital resources and training to marginalized smallholder women farmers.
It's not going to be business as usual. That's what we've realized. So what we do is we deploy custom solutions to custom groups of women, savings and impact investment to some, credit to some, and then we offer this in a peer-to-peer lending model.
By leveraging digital technology and a peer-to-peer model that connects women farmers with the much-needed capital and resources, HerVest is not only closing the gender finance gap, but also leveling the playing field for women in agriculture. However, this also poses challenges for the niche company.
One of our major challenges has been the fact that we're a niche product and we're for women. And we are sidelining like half of the population, more or less. But what we're trying to preach is inclusivity, which means that we're not actually excluding men, but we're making men allies to empower women financially. We give these women access to funds so that they can run their businesses effectively. And we also give women on the other side of the divide that have access to funds but don't know where to invest it as well.
For HerVest, the journey has just begun, a movement towards a more inclusive and equitable Africa.
The vision was clear from day one, but every day, this morning, tomorrow, everything keeps, getting better in terms of strategy. So when we started with just the savings part of the business and the credit, for instance. But over time, now we have group savings, now we have impact investments, now we have, varying types of offerings on the product. And over time, the product too has expanded from just being available on mobile application alone to being available on web application and to being available on USSD.
As this fintech company continues to empower women, the ripple effects of its initiatives are felt as it paves the way for a future where gender equality flourishes.